Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
So I was saying, I don't know if you heard me or not, I have to say it over. I couldn't find even though in a dictionary, in standard dictionaries as one singular entry. You could find even though under even or under though, but not an entry by itself. Okay, so I asked some natives on wordreference.com, and they told me that it's considered a combination of two words and not just one word. That's why you cannot find it in a dictionary or anything. And they said that
Yes.
you cannot put the stress on even or though, and say that it's always on even or it's always on though. And it depends on the stress of the on the sentence. It depends on the sentence. And several of them told me that I gave them the same sentence. Several of them told me that it should be on even. Some said that it should be on though. It should be even though. The others say it should be even though. And one even said that there's a stress on both and it's even though, like that or something. But I asked for a reason and they couldn't provide one, you know, because they weren't English teachers or anything. They didn't know anything academically, and they only knew how it's pronounced among people. So I didn't get a good answer regarding that, but I understood that, well, even though is not an entry in a dictionary, in a standard dictionary. So
Yes.
I only know so far. And in such matters, we should be able to ask natives who are English teachers or professors or something. But unfortunately, we don't have access, unfortunately, to such people, such professionals in this field. Also, another word was sneak peek. I told you about that. It means that when you're just, in Farsi we call it nahunak zadan. You eat a little bit of things during the day, and at the end of the day, if you count the calories, maybe you had, for example, 800 calories by just sneak peeking. Okay?
Sneak peeking?
Excuse me, sneak eating. Sneak eating. Eating.
Okay.
We had that last session. I told you I'm not sure. I have to check, and that's correct. Yes, any questions? Do you have anything, or did you find anything? Did you find anything new, or did you find anything contrary to what we discussed and said last session? No? Okay.
No.
Okay. So let's go to today's topic. Let's see.
Oh,
so you can see it.
It's completely different with the last
From the last
title.
It's completely different from. Yes. No, it's not that difficult, no. But it is different, yes. So, Behzad, would you please start reading the magazine, excuse me, the article?
Yes, mom and dad.
Wait. I have to, no. Yes. Oh, so you can see. Okay, good.
Yes. Mom and dad pinched for letting lice kill daughter.
Yes. See, this kind of topics, these kinds of topics are seen in magazines and newspapers. They usually don't use the possessive adjective. They don't say their daughter, his daughter, her daughter. They just say they kill daughter. They don't mention whose. Of course, we know it's theirs, but they don't use that possessive adjective. So, Behzad, mom and dad pinched. What does pinch mean in here?
Pinched, maybe someone or the authority punished them.
Yeah. Okay, that's of course close. What else? What else can you say about pinch? It's a slang. It's not a formal word in here. It's a slang.
Yes.
It means
putting someone under pressure.
No, I know you guessed that because of the first meaning of the word pinch that we know. How do you say that in Farsi?
تحت فشار بهشون گرفتنشون گرفتن.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, it could mean that, but no, not in here. In here it means arrest. You know the meaning of arrest. So
arrest, yes.
So they were arrested for this. Mom and dad pinched. Mom and dad were pinched. For what? For letting lies. See, Shireen, for is a preposition here, and let is a verb. Because it came after a preposition, it got an ing for letting. And basically, what's lies?
It's a
lice is like an insect that sometimes you can find it on the scalp or on the on the head of children.
Yes, exactly. How do you say that in Farsi?
Shepesh.
Yeah, but this one is the plural form. What's the singular form?
Singular is louse.
Yes, very good, exactly. So singular form is louse, plural is lice. Killed daughter. Okay, let me scroll down. Would you please read the first paragraph?
Yeah. Two twisted parents in Georgia forced their 12-year-old daughter to live in a rat-infested hellhole and left her so savaged by lice she had a fatal heart attack. Officials claimed.
Yes, that's the end of the paragraph. So two twisted parents. What does twisted mean in here? I know you know the meaning of twisted, but in here, what does it mean?
Twisted parents. I know twist, but I have heard intertwined.
Yeah, that's
which means
else.
For example, but twisted, I don't know.
You can guess. Do you know the meaning of twist? Just the word twist, not in here. Just twist. You must have heard it before.
Yeah. Twist means before the.
Excuse me? In English.
Feature top.
In English.
Yes. It means
bent or turned. Yes, you could say that. So when you use this adjective for a person, what do you think that means? When we say that someone is twisted. Two twisted parents. What did these two parents do, Behzad?
همدست بودن.
No. Behzad, what did these two parents do? What did they do?
They did something wrong with their daughter, and they let her be alone in a
no, just by reading the title. Just by reading the title. We had the title here that read what? Mom and dad pinched for letting lice kill daughter.
Yes.
So
yeah, they let lice kill their daughter.
So what kind of parents could these be?
I think, hello?
Yes, I can hear you. What kind of parents can these be?
They are
psychological problems.
Yes,
exactly. Very good, Shireen. They had psychological problems. Yes. They're deranged. They're crazy. So when someone is twisted, they're crazy.
Oh, yes.
Okay? When you twist something, it doesn't have its own original, normal, standard shape anymore. When you twist it, you turn it. میپیچونیدش از اون شکل واقعی و اولیه خودش خارجش میکنید هر چیزی که تویست کنید. Okay?
Yes.
So when a person is twisted, they are crazy. It's like saying two crazy parents in Georgia forced their 12-year-old daughter to live in a rat-infested hellhole. So, Beza, tell me, what is rat-infested? What does it mean? And what is the part of a speech of rat-infested? Is it a verb, an adjective, an adverb? What?
No. Rat-infested is adjective.
Okay.
And when we have, you know, a lot of something in a place, we can say we have, you know, infestation of that thing in that area.
Can you give me another example? Here we have the example of rat.
Yeah.
What else can you use infestation or infest for?
We have, sometimes we have infestation of malach.
Grasshopper?
In some areas.
Grasshopper and locust, depending on the kind of malach. Say grasshopper. Also locust, but I'm not sure about the dictation. Locust.
Grasshopper.
Yeah, let me check about locust. Yeah, grasshopper is a kind of malach. I'm not sure which kind. Locust. Yes, just go on. Locust, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is locust. Yes.
And to live in a rat-infested hellhole.
Yeah, what does hellhole mean? You can guess it, right?
Maybe a dark place or a place in the basement of the house.
Yeah, could be that, but not exactly that. When you say hellhole, you don't mean a place that is exactly dark or in the basement or something. Hellhole has a negative meaning, right? You sense
because of hell.
Yes, because of hell, exactly, and also because of hole. When you call something or a place a hole, it means that it is
it's not a good place to live.
Yes, very good, excellent. So you could call a whole city a hellhole. You could call a whole town a hellhole because it's not, as you put it, a good place to live in. Very good, excellent, exactly. What's the equivalent in Farsi for this?
Infested.
Just hellhole, not infested, not rat infested.
Not Jahannam, no.
An equivalent, okay, not a translation. An equivalent. Yeah, you could say that, yes. What else?
Yeah.
There's another one that's more common. Kharab shode is right, yes. That's one. Also, excuse me, they call it ashghalduni, don't they?
Oh, yes.
They call a city or a town or place ashghalduni, sometimes a whole organization or something. So, and left her so savaged by lies. Besat, I know that you know the meaning of the word savage, but in here, can you explain more about this? Tell me how it's used in this sentence. Is it an adjective? Is it a verb? Is it a reduced clause? And what does it mean? And what is the tense of the sentence?
Savaged here is let her so savaged.
No, left her.
Left her so savaged. Savaged is what is savaged here?
You know the meaning of savage as an adjective, right?
Savage means be cruel.
Yes, very good. Very good. Be cruel, yes. But in here, is it an adjective?
Adverb.
Is it?
Adverb.
Is it? Is it an adverb?
I don't know.
Okay. Are you tired? I think you're really tired.
Are you what?
Are you?
I said, are you tired? I think you're really tired, Bezat.
No.
You're not? Okay. So you're well rested? Everything is okay?
Yeah.
So why did you call savaged an adverb?
Savage here is so left her so savage. What is savage? Adjective.
Okay, think a little bit more because we had savage as an adjective. But this one is savaged.
Noun.
Okay, no, not like that. Think a bit more about the tense of the sentence.
It's a verb.
Tense.
Okay, how? How is it a verb? You can explain. If you can explain it, then I listen.
So, she was savaged.
Let her savaged. Let someone savaged.
Left.
Let someone savaged. It is a passive form of savage.
Very good. Exactly. Yes. Savage as a verb was used in passive tense in here. So
yes.
What was the whole sentence, the original form, without being reduced?
They
left her so savage.
Okay, I mean the original form.
She was savaged by
yes, exactly.
Lies.
Yes, she was savaged by lies. So what does savage mean in here? Savage as a verb. What does it mean? It's very easy because the meaning is close to the meaning of savage as an adjective. Bezat, what do lies do? What do lies do?
Lies are harmful for the body, and they feed from the from the hair and the surface of your body.
Yes, they feed on your hair.
Yes.
Yes, and your skin.
And maybe and your skin, and maybe they can cause malnutrition and anemia, maybe.
Very good. So, what did they do to this little girl?
They did a lot of harm to her.
Yes. So, savage means?
To be harmful and to be...
No, as a verb. As a verb. She was savaged by lies. So, lies savaged her.
Yeah. Means...
Hurt, you mean? You mean hurt?
Hurt, yeah.
Yeah. I think you're tired. You're denying it, but you are. You don't have presence of mind today. Okay,
yes.
That's okay. That's okay. But it means to attack savagely.
Attack, yeah.
Attack savagely. Attack with cruelty. When you don't have any pity. Okay? You have no pity. Diletun nemisuse. That's savaging somebody. That's savage as a verb. So savaged by lies, she had a fatal heart attack. What's a fatal heart attack?
Fatal means severe and something that can kill someone.
Yes, very good. Kill someone. So she had a heart attack and she died, officials claimed. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
So, Shir, would you please read the next paragraph?
Yes. Mary, Catherine, Katie, Horton,
yes.
Horton, 37, and Joy, Yuziak, 38, are currently being held without bail at the Wilkinson Country Jail
No, it's county. It's not country. County.
County Jail
Yes.
on child cruelty charges over the agonizing death of little Caitlin Uzwiak.
Yes. Now, would you please read it again? Read the same paragraph.
Mary Catherine
Katie Horton, yes.
Katie Horton, 37, and Joy Uzwiak, 38, are currently being held without bail at the Wilkinson County Jail on child cruelty charges over the agonizing death of little Caitlin Uzwiak.
Yes. So who are these people? Mary, Catherine, Katie Horton, and Joy Uzwiak. Who are they?
Mary is her mom.
Yes.
And Joy is her dad.
Yes. Are currently being held. What does this sentence mean? Are currently being held.
They were arrested and right now they are in a jail.
Yes. And what is the tense of this sentence, Shirin? They are currently being held.
Are being held.
Passive present continuous.
Very good. Excellent. Yes. Passive present continuous. And Shirin, can you tell me the active form of this sentence?
They were they hold.
No.
They were
What is it, Bezat?
Are currently being called without bail. The officials the officials are holding the parents.
Yes, are holding. Present continuous.
Are holding.
Okay, are holding. And which application of present continuous is this?
Present continuous?
Yes. Which application?
Temporary.
Very good, exactly. Because we see currently. Currently they were there. Yes, being held without bail. What does without bail mean, Shirin?
Without bail?
Yes, and what does bail mean? Do you know the meaning of bail?
No.
Bezat, how about you?
Never seen that.
I've never, but you have. You know, you have. You don't remember. What does bail mean, Bezat?
Bail, I don't know.
Are you sure? Have you heard bail me out?
Bail.
I want to bail him out. She was bailed out.
Maybe it is something when you want to when you have someone in the jail and you, for example, you are their friend and you go there by a document.
Very good. Exactly. Exactly. That exactly means that. Very good. Was that a guess or did you just remember that?
No, it was a guess.
Very good.
It's a liar.
Excuse me? What did you say, Shirin?
Like a liar?
No, not
liar.
Not like a lawyer. No, no. Would you please go on explaining, Bezat? In English, go on explaining. Let's see if Shirin understands this one. Yes?
Bail?
Yes, yes. As you were saying, you have a friend in jail and?
jail and you go there and you want to, you know, talk to the officials to let him go out, and you have to put something as bail.
Yes, very good.
For the officials.
Exactly. So what's that in Farsi, Shirin?
Zamanat.
There's another word that we use. Bezat, what do we say then? How do we say that in Farsi? Yes, exactly. So these two parents are in jail without bail. What does it mean in English? What does it mean?
I'm not sure. Maybe they do not have bail, or they do not have someone to put a bail for them to be free.
No.
Or in some situations, the officials do not accept any kind of bail to let them go on.
That's the correct form, yes. Sometimes they're in jail with bail. It means that if someone comes along and, as you said, bring something or put some money there, then they can bail them out. But sometimes, like in this case, even if they have someone or they have the money or anything, they won't do that. They won't let them get out. And Shirin, what is the difference between jail and prison? As they said, they're currently in jail. They're not in prison.
Jail?
Yes. Without bail at the Wilkinson County Jail.
Jail, maybe it's a little prison in the office, and prison is bigger part that is outside the city.
Well, what you said, yes, we could say that, but it's not necessarily like that. We have big jails too. It's not only the size. What else? Bezat, do you know? Yes.
When someone is under arrest, for example, in the police station, we use jail for this situation.
Yeah, so.
But after going to you know, court of law,
very good.
And if you were sentenced by the government to go to the prison, after that you go to a place like a jail, but we call that, I think, prison.
Yes. And how do you say that in Farsi? How do you say jail? How do you say prison?
Jail, bazdasht.
Oh yes, also bazdashtgah, right?
Bazdashtgah,
yes. And prison is?
Zindan.
Exactly.
Prison means abkhonak.
Okay. Of course, that's sad. We cannot just, you know, laugh now. Well, yeah, okay. So, jailed on child cruelty charges. Shirin, on child cruelty charges. Can you explain this phrase? What does it mean?
Jail on.
We had on before. If you remember, I think at least 2 times in the past, we had on meaning the same thing in previous magazines and newspapers. On child cruelty charges.
About?
Yes, it's about that, yes. Child cruelty. What is child cruelty? And can you give me a synonym for this?
Cruelty.
No,
when you are
that.
Cruel.
No.
When you are cruel to your child, there are some charges for that, and there is an organization that can, you know, that can.
No, Bezat, I want the equivalent. Another synonym in English for child cruelty. That's more common than child cruelty, and I think you deal with it in your field of work. Yes. What did you say?
Child criminal?
No, not child criminal. No, child cruelty. It's a noun. Criminal is, of course, a noun, but it refers to a person. This refers to
child abuse.
Very good, exactly. So child cruelty is the same as child abuse. That's just another word for it. And how do you say that in Persian? Child abuse or child cruelty?
کودک آزاری.
Very good. Exactly. Exactly. See, because abuse, and as a verb, abuse means سوء استفاده too. So some people translate it like that, which is not very beautiful. Okay, so these are the charges. Shirin, what's the meaning of charges in here? On child cruelty charges.
Charge on child. It's
I'll give you an example, Shirin. Let's see if you get this one. See, for example, two people are in jail in the police station. Okay, they don't know each other. The person who was in jail before the newcomer asks him, what are your charges? And then he talks about his own charges. So what's that in Farsi?
Jorm.
No, not jorm yet. Not yet, because they're in jail. They're not in prison. When they're in prison, then you can call it jorm. But in here, it is. Yes, exactly. Yes, accusations. Accusing verb. So the legal word they use is charges. That's the legal word. So on child cruelty charges. Someone could be in jail on murder charges or any other kind of crime over the agonizing death of little Caitlin Yozviak. Okay, I think you understand the whole 2 paragraphs now, don't you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Bezat, would you please read the first 2 paragraphs again, this time a little bit slowly, and try to remember every part that we worked on this session?
Yeah. 2 twisted parents in Georgia forced their 12-year-old daughter to live in a rat-infested hellhole and left her so savaged by lice she had a fatal heart attack, officials claim. Mary Catherine Katie Horton, 37, and Joey
Yozviak,
38, are currently being held without bail at the Wilkinson County Jail on child cruelty charges over the agonizing death of little Caitlin Yozviak.
Yes, very good. Now, would you please read the
Thank
third
you.
paragraph? According.
Yeah. Everything
makes sense now.
Makes sense now. Yeah. Yeah.
What
thank
happened
you.
to you? You don't have any presence of mind. I think you're tired, because this happens to me too when I'm tired. Maybe you had a busy day at work, in the hospital.
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah.
During these days, he's very busy because they had new flowship and he's involved to teach them.
Involved in teaching them. Yes.
In teaching.
I see. Yeah. So that's why. So you have good reasons.
And on top of that, I used to practice on my English at least for 2 hours every day.
Yeah.
Even on weekends. But nowadays, I think the only day that I, work on my English.
I get to work.
I get to work on my English is, Mondays.
Oh, I see.
And I think I lost my, fluency, and I can't remind some of the words. Some of the words.
Not remind. You can't remember. Yeah. You can say, I lost my touch, maybe, of course, jokingly. But no, that's not because you didn't work or anything. It's because you're tired, okay? Because your English is good, you're an advanced learner, and you cannot just forget things. You just don't have presence of mind. And it happens to me too when I'm tired. I cannot even remember simple words, but you're doing great anyway. Okay.
Thank you very much. Another problem that I have these days, I don't know, what materials to read. I have and I know I have a lot of materials, like, you know, the stuff that I bought from you, the stuff that I had before. I am some sort of, you know, confused, I think.
Why?
I don't know.
You think that you need something more advanced?
I stick, for example, I don't know, I stick to some materials for a while, and after a while I you know, ولش میکنم, I
put it aside.
I put it aside, and I start to, for example, watch some series or work on YouTube, educational videos.
What's
and
wrong
then
with that?
start...
That is good. What is wrong with that? Do you think it's a wrong
Is that okay?
Excuse me? What did you say?
Is that okay?
Yes, it is okay. Of course it's okay. I do the same. Why should you stick to just one source? Just doesn't make sense. It makes sense for a beginner, for learners who are at starter level. But at your level, I don't think you have to stick to just one source. It just doesn't make sense. You need variety. As they say, variety is the spice of life. And if you had to just work on one book or just one source, it would be really boring. I don't do that either.
Yes.
So it's okay. That's completely okay. But if you're bored and you're looking for something new, then maybe I could help you.
Yeah.
But if you think that that's a problem, no, it's not a problem. Which one is it? Do you think you're bored, or do you think it's a problem?
I'm not bored by, as you know, we are preparing, I am preparing myself for an interview or job interview to, you know, go abroad, to go to Australia.
Yes, good.
And I'm a little nervous because it's the first time that I'm going to have a job interview in English, and it's very important to me. And sometimes I surf on the internet how to do a, you know,
good job
how
interview.
to do a good job interview. Yes. And it's something new to me, and I'm a little nervous about it.
Yes, but is it about, is the interview about your job? I mean, are they going to ask you questions that are related to medicine or anything? Or is it just an interview for immigration?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're going to ask me, for example, about myself, where I, you know, started medicine, what are my maybe publications and my experience, and for what reason I'm going to, for example, go abroad, and what is the main reason.
So they're very general questions, right?
Yeah.
So why are you so worried? I don't think you'll have any problem. Why are you worried?
Because it's very important for him, and to him, and he is a little bit nervous.
Nervous and confused.
But you shouldn't be confused. If those are the questions, I think you won't have any problem whatsoever in order to answer. But I have an experience with that. I had a student who wanted to, as just like you, she had an interview with a professor, and she wanted to work as his assistant in the US. And they had an interview set for a time at night on, what's that application? Skype. And because she was nervous, her English was really good. She didn't have any problem or anything. But I worked with her a little bit. And just because I wanted her to have more confidence, when she had their interview, I was in the room, but on the other side of the computer. And every time she would, you know, forget a word or something, I'd write it on big letters on a piece of paper, and I would raise it and help her. But now you can ask your colleagues to help you. Hello? Hello?
Yes.
You can ask you can ask your colleagues, your doctor colleagues, to help you with that. You can ask them to interview you and also be in the room when you're having the interview, if it's at a proper time. I don't know. They can just sit on the other side of the computer, and if if their English is good, just like yours, okay, they can help you. If you forget one word, if you don't have presence of mind or anything,
I help you.
Yes, you can have a board. Yes, you can help too. Yeah, sure. I thought that maybe because it's about medicine, maybe a colleague, but you.
Help.
Yes, of course. You can have a board. You can have a whiteboard and use markers so that you can have just a very quick look at the board and get what the word is that you need and use, etc.
But I think it's better for me to come to your place for the day of interview.
Yeah, okay. I don't know, because that's not my profession. I don't know much about medicine. I don't know anything about medicine, of course. So I think you need to use your colleagues. You must have colleagues whose English is good, right?
And I think my nervousness is because I think I can't I can, show them my capabilities. I'm not sure I can show them my capabilities in English.
But I'm sure that you can. I'm sure that you can. And don't be so hard on yourself, Behzad, because, that student of mine I told you about just got the confirmation right after the interview. We live in Iran. We've lived in Iran for so long, and everything has been so hard for us. We think that we have to go through hell to get a very small, result. Really, that's our, first instinct. If we just think that no pain, no gain. That's a proverb or something. I don't know, a saying, not a proverb. But we really think that we should be in pain to gain something. But it's not true. You have gone through enough pain, Behzad, okay, by just living in this country, let alone becoming a doctor in this country. So don't think that you have to go through much more in order to get where you want to be. Okay, just think of the interview, and I don't know about the process you went through or anything, but I know that if they set an interview time with you, it means that you're okay. They just want to talk to you. They want to have a FaceTime with you, and that's the last part. It's not a very important part. They just want to make sure there is a human being out there who's in contact with them, and just because a lot of Iranians cheated and they used other people to do stuff for them. They just want to make sure that there's a real human being out there. I think so about interviews. They're not that serious. They're not that serious. Just think about it. If they ask you what are your publications, haven't you sent them anything before? Haven't you sent them any emails? I don't know. You did.
They asked me to send them a lot of
course. So they've checked
a lot
everything.
of documents.
So you can be sure that they've checked everything. The last part is not very important. And bear in mind that they understand you are a human being and you live in hell. It's a hellhole. Our country, actually, right now, currently, is a hellhole. So they expect you to be nervous. They expect you to be, to not have presence of mind. They do. They actually do.
Presence of mind, yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just
very good.
Said something that was the reality of our lives.
But unfortunately, our mindset in Iran is like the thing that you mentioned: no pain, no gain.
Yes, exactly. But that is not true. Don't think that. You've been through enough, and this is something that you deserve. It's your right. You've earned this, and you must be able. You are able to do that. And even if you don't, even if on the off chance that you don't do well on that in that interview, don't be worried. They're not going to, they're not your English teacher. They're not going to say, okay, you saw that doctor is not good because he couldn't remember the name of this, I don't know, device or something. No, they want to use your experience, your talents, things like that, not your knowledge of English. So don't worry. Don't worry.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, dear.
Thank you very much, Ms.
Okay. So when is the interview, by the way?
Maybe a couple of months later.
From now. A couple of months from now.
From now, yes.
Okay. Okay.
A couple of months from now. Yes.
Okay. I wish good luck. I wish you good luck, and don't worry. So let's get to the third paragraph. Would you please read it?
Yes. According to the district attorney's office, neither has entered a plea pending a grand jury investigation reviewing second-degree murder charges related to the case.
Yes. So according to the district attorney's office, you know, district attorney is what? Can you explain about district attorney?
The district.
Yes.
Yeah, what?
District attorney's office. دفتر محلی.
Okay, attorney is it's a kind of lawyer.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know the exact equivalence of those in Iran, because for lawyer, we don't have only the name of lawyer in English. We have attorney, we have lawyer, and several other words that if you look up in Persian dictionaries, they're all translated as lawyers. But there are different kinds of lawyers. They have different authorities. And not all of them can do everything that's related to criminals and crimes, etc. So also the district attorney is referred to as DA sometimes. So you must hear this from them, DA. I went to DA's office. I went to the DA's office. The DA said this, the DA said that. It's usually, in Farsi they call them بازپرس بخش قضایی, but an attorney is actually a kind of lawyer or something. So according to the district attorney's office, neither has entered a plea. What does this mean, Bezat? Neither has entered a plea.
They want to make the sentence negative, and when it uses neither, maybe it is going to express a negative more than two sentences or two things or two events.
So neither has entered a plea. You know the meaning of neither? That's yes, okay.
Yeah,
but
they
enter a plea. What does this part mean?
Enter a plea. When you plea, if, for example, you have the accusation of doing something wrong, and you can write on a paper that, for example, you did that and or you didn't that. This is the plea that
very good.
you yourself,
very good.
You yourself confess and write that, for example, what the whole events, what the whole event was.
Yes, exactly. So there's one sentence, one question that the judge asks, and it's very common. And if you watch a movie or TV series that are related to such stuff, murder, crimes, criminals, you'll hear that a lot. That's about entering a plea. Do you know that question? The question that the judge asks from the suspect or from the criminal to make sure what their viewpoint is. And as you put it, you say whether you did this or not, whether you are guilty or not. How do you say it? How do they say it?
You plead guilty or unguilty.
Yes, exactly. How do you plead? That's the question that the judge asks you. And you say not guilty, or you say guilty. Okay?
Yes.
If you say guilty, then you accept your charges. اتهامتون رو میپذیرید. If you plead not guilty, then you reject them. I don't know, you ask for a lawyer or something, or a new lawyer or something. Okay, so neither has entered a plea means what? And what are they talking about? Neither of who?
Neither of who? Yes, neither has entered the plea.
Their parents.
Yes, very good. Shirin, say it out loud. Yes, neither means none of the parents. None of the parents in here entered a plea. It means what? So entering a plea is different from how you plea. Okay? How you plea is in the court. But entering a plea is something else. Not very much different, almost the same. But it's before the court or anything.
They didn't accept.
No. See, neither has entered a plea.
Maybe the court didn't ask them to...
No, Bezat, there is no court yet. There is no court yet. They've just been arrested.
Oh, yes.
So there's no court
the
yet.
Officials didn't...
They didn't accept they are...
No, not
The
exactly.
officials didn't ask them.
No.
The officials didn't ask them to plea.
No. It's the same as saying that they have made no comments. Okay? They have neither accepted nor rejected that. They have neither said that they're guilty nor that they're not guilty. They haven't said anything about it. They've just been arrested. They haven't said anything about it. When you enter a plea, you say whether you're guilty or not, but they have not entered anything. They have not entered a plea. Yes?
It means they didn't accept to plea.
Yes, exactly. They haven't commented on this. They haven't said anything. When you don't say anything, it doesn't mean that you accept it. It doesn't mean that you don't accept it. It doesn't mean anything. You just didn't say anything. Okay? So you understand this part. Neither has entered a plea pending a grand jury investigation reviewing second-degree murder. This sentence might be a bit more confusing for you. Pending a grand jury investigation. Can you explain this, Behzad? And Shirin, you can help too.
Because of their behavior, actually they have pended a grand jury investigation reviewing second-degree murder charges related
what
to
does
the
pending
case.
mean in here?
Pending means put the jury in a, in a situation that they cannot move forward.
No, Beza, that's the first thing that comes to your mind when you see pending in here. But no, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that they penned the jury, no. This pending thing refers to the parents in here. There's a reduced sentence in here. There's a reduced clause in here.
Yes. Pending a grand jury investigation. Reviewing pending a grand jury investigation. By doing so, actually they have pended the grand.
What does penned mean?
No.
What does penned mean? If you want to say suspend or something, it doesn't mean that. Not in here.
It is the first thing that comes to my mind.
Yes, I know. It's the first thing that comes to mind, but no, it doesn't mean that. It refers to the parents. You penned something. You penned something, you wait for it. So they are pending a grand jury. It means that you're waiting for them. The parents are waiting for a grand jury.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Pending.
That's another meaning of pending here. It means when you wait for something. You penned it.
Yes.
These are words that are used in such contexts and such topics, for legal things, for court, for criminals, things like that. Okay, so these parents are pending, actually, a grand jury. a grand jury investigation which is reviewing second-degree murder. Second-degree murder. What's second-degree murder?
Oh, second degree.
Yes. We have first-degree murder. You know the meaning of murder, right? You know murder.
Yes.
So we have first-degree murder, and then we have second-degree murder.
قتل غیر عمد.
Yes, exactly. Very good. Second-degree murder. Second-degree murder charges related to the case. And what does case mean in here? I want the Persian equivalent.
Yeah, related to the case, مرتبط با این پرونده.
Yes, exactly. So now, please read the third paragraph again. According to the district attorney's... Slowly, okay? According
to the district attorney's officer...
No, it's office.
Office, yeah.
Yes.
Neither has entered a plea pending a grand jury investigation reviewing second-degree murder charges related to the case.
Yes. And also grand jury. We forgot about grand jury. There's a difference between just jury and grand jury. A grand jury, do you know anything about it?
Grand jury.
You know about jury, right? In Iran, we don't have it. What is it, Shireen?
It's in a very top level. It's at the end level of judgment.
The last part, you mean?
No.
The last, yes, the last part. Yes.
I think we
final part.
Judge.
Yes. Yeah.
Final.
Yeah.
Yes.
What did you say about
and
that? Yes.
other than judge, who is a person,
yes.
we have jury, and I think they are about, for example, 12 people,
yes.
and they have been selected to, to help the judge,
yes.
maybe.
Yes, exactly.
For each case.
Yes, exactly. They're ordinary people, at least 12. Sometimes they're more than 12. Okay? But the grand jury, what's a grand jury then? What is the difference between a grand jury and a jury?
Like grandparents?
No. No, it's just the name. Of course, grand means big, but no. Grand jury, the difference between grand jury and jury is just what Shireen said. A jury helps, as Behzad, you said, the judge to decide about the person who's there accused of a crime at the final stage to see if they should, I don't know, punish them or not, they should kill them or not, they should send them to prison or let them free or something. That's a jury, just a normal jury. But a grand jury is used at the beginning. It's before they're put in prison. It's before there is any court. For example, in here they said that these parents are jailed on child cruelty or child abuse charges. Grand jury helps them understand whether, if they should accept the accusation in the first place. Okay, sometimes the grand jury says, no, you shouldn't accuse this person of that because of this and because of that. I don't know. For example, a woman kills a man because she thought that man wanted to rape her. Okay, and she has all these evidences. A grand jury says, no, you should not accuse her of murder because she defended herself. So there will be no court or anything. That's the job of a grand jury. Okay, so we don't have these in Iran, and this happens in American, European courts. Okay, now Shireen, I want you for the last time to read the whole 3 paragraphs from the beginning to the end, and do it slowly, and as you're reading it, think about all the things that we discussed today.
Two twisted parents in Georgia forced their
Georgia. Yes.
Georgia. Two twisted parents in Georgia forced their 12-year-old daughter to live in a rat-infested hellhole and left her so savaged by lies she had a fatal heart attack. Officials claimed.
Yes.
Mary Katie Horton, 37, and Joy Uzwiak, 38, are currently being held without bail at the Wilkinson County Jail on child cruelty charges over the
agonizing. We forgot about agonizing. Shirin, what does agonizing mean?
It means pain, agony.
Painful, yes, very good. Annoying, painful, yes.
The agonizing death of little Katie Uzwiak.
Caitlin Uzwiak, yes.
According to the district...
No. District is another word. This is district. District attorney.
According to the district attorney's office, neither has entered a plea.
Enter is different from enter.
Enter a plea pending a grand jury investigation reviewing second-degree murder charges related to the case.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Thank you very much, and see you again next session. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.